You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
Hi and welcome to the Olive Oil Insider Podcast, brought to you by the OLYFO company. My name is Ahmed Hamza and I'm the co-founder and CEO of OLYFO.
My name is Yahya Shamli and I'm the co-founder and quality and production director of OLYFO. OLYFO company produces and exports premium quality extra virgin olive oil to the world.
Our mission is to support industry professionals and foodies alike, access verified and knowledgeable information about olive oil as an industry and product. Join us as we share our passion for olive oil and provide simple and on-point information that helps our audience make informed decisions about the products they buy and use.
If you have any questions or want to share your thoughts about today's episode, don't hesitate to leave a comment below or send an email via sales@olyfo.com.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check our website, olyfo.com, for more insightful, educational, and fun content.
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
In this episode, we'll be myth-busting some common misconceptions about olive oil. That includes questions about olive oil smoke point, color as a quality criteria, and health benefits.
Let's get started.
Let's start with myth 1. Is it safe to cook with olive oil? One of the most persistent myths about olive oil is that it's not safe to cook with at high temperatures because it has a low smoking point. In fact, olive oil is great for cooking practically anything, and it makes the food cooked in it more nutritious too. A study published in the journal ACTA Scientific Nutritional Health found that extra virgin olive oil is the most stable and safest cooking oil when heated, even at high temperatures, often used in frying and baking. You can take a look at the study highlighted in the links below the podcast and see that extra virgin olive oil outperformed all other cooking oils, including canola, avocado, peanut, and coconut oils. Smoke point isn't the best indicator of how a cooking oil will perform when heated, and cooking oils rarely reach their smoke point in home cooking. The Washington Post took on this very issue in an article titled, "What You Should Know About Oil Smoke Points and Why They're Not As Scary As You Might Think." The article says, "We've consistently heard from readers chiding us for recommending roasting foods with olive oil in the oven at a temperature above the supposed smoking point. But there's more at play here. There are plenty of other things to absorb the heat and energy. The pan, the food, the moisture of the meat or vegetables. Water or a sauce with the food can help too. The oil is not taking the burn of the heat, and it's unlikely that the temperature of the oil will equalize to that of the oven itself. If it did, your food would probably be dried out and inedible anyway."
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
To demonstrate the Washington Post's article about olive oil rarely reaching the smoke point, the North America Olive Oil Association filmed a video showing an infrared thermometer being used to measure the temperature of the food sautéed in extra virgin olive oil. In the video, we turned the heat to high on a gas range, and the food never got close to the smoke point. Because olive oil is delicious and can withstand heat, you can use it for everything from dipping and salad dressings to baking, frying, and grilling, and everything in between. The US Department of Agriculture, USDA, even includes olive oil on its list of recommended oils to safely fry with. As a bonus, research has shown that cooking with olive oil actually increases the health benefits of our food. The healthy phenols and antioxidants found in olive oil are transferred to the food it's cooking, making it more nutritious, and olive oil helps the food it's cooking release its own bioactive compounds and improves their absorption. Let's conclude with a fun fact for all the foodies out there. Did you know that olive oil is actually fruit juice? But that's right, you heard me. It's made by pressing the juice out of fresh olives. So the next time you're putting olive oil on your salad and cooking with it, just remember that you're just enjoying some delicious fruit juice.
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
Moving now to myth number 2. Does the color of olive oil determine its quality? Another common myth about olive oil is that its quality can be determined by its color. Many people believe that darker olive oil is of higher quality than lighter olive oil, while others believe the opposite. Color is not a reliable indicator of olive oil flavor or quality. Extra virgin olive oil can range in color from yellow to dark green, depending on variables like the olive variety, where it's grown, climate, and harvest timing. Some yellow extra virgin olive oils can be more robust than others that are dark green. So when it comes to extra virgin olive oils, it's better to taste it and see if you like it.
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
The only sure way to determine the quality of olive oil is to test it in a certified lab and taste it. Good quality olive oil should have a fruity, slightly bitter and pungent flavor with a pleasant aroma. If you're unsure about the quality of your olive oil, try conducting a taste test or consulting a certified olive oil sommelier. We have provided several resources on this topic in our blog, so make sure to check it out.
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
So it's time now to speak about the health benefits of olive oil. The final myth we'll be busting today is the idea that olive oil is unhealthy and overrated. This myth is simply not true. In fact, olive oil is one of the healthiest oils you can consume. It's high in monounsaturated fats, which can help reduce your risk of heart disease and stroke. It's also a good source of antioxidants, which can help protect your cells from damage. Olive oil is made up of good fat, which is why the FDA recognizes it as a great choice for heart health. A recent study by the Harvard School of Public Health found that replacing less healthy fats like butter with olive oil resulted in a 15% lower risk of cardiovascular disease and a 21% lower risk of coronary artery disease specifically.
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
In fact, olive oil protects your brain. Independent research has shown that olive oil, through oleocanthal specifically, may protect against memory deficits and Alzheimer's and even slow the decline of Alzheimer's in people with mild cognitive issues. Also, research suggests that antioxidants and polyphenols only found on olive oil may be protective against a host of chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and dementia.
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
Olive oil is simple, natural food. It's produced by crushing the fruit of the olive and separating the oil from the pulp, the same way it's been made for millennia. Chemical solvents are never used in the extraction of olive oil. This is different from the most commonly sold cooking oils like soybean, canola, and corn, which are processed using petroleum-based chemical solvents called hexane. All olive oil is non-GMO, unlike most canola, corn, and other vegetable oils sold, which come from genetically modified plants.
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
Well, that's it for our first episode of the Olive Oil Insider Podcast.
We hope we've been able to bust some of the most common myths about olive oil and provide you with some useful information.
If you have any questions or want to share your thoughts about today's episode, don't hesitate to leave a comment below or send an email via sales@olyfo.com.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more informative and entertaining content about olive oil.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers, everyone!
You're listening to Olive Oil Insider Podcast.